Maybe this will allow us to open the door to the hallway behind us. No, the security clearance required to bypass this console is too high. We won't be able to go this way. Let's look around. Optimizing tricorders for environmental scanning. What a unique structure. Optimizing for material analysis. Incredible. These polygonal wall structures act as data nodes. It appears they store recordings of events that have happened aboard the ship. They contain both visual and auditory data. You don't suppose we're being watched, do you? In any case, it looks like this room's lockdown has been bypassed. Let's try the console by the other door. There must be a way forward. Well done. All right, we better stay alert. We don't know what the consequences of bypassing the security measures aboard this ship are. For all we know, it could mean a variety of automated countermeasures, or perhaps none at all, given the situation. Let's keep scanning for abnormalities along the way until we get to the bottom of this. Lead the way. It's very empty in here. I wonder where all the crew members are. That's what Tarsine Faye always says. Could I have a word? I'm feeling a little uneasy. No, not about the possibility of finding a Borg incursion aboard. It's about the comment I made earlier, about being watched. It was meant to be light-hearted, but I'm starting to think we are being monitored. It doesn't help that this room is on lockdown as well, and it looks like the security clearances increase the further along we get. We'll need to get creative again. Interesting. Instead of recording in real time, we could recalibrate the output so that the node plays back a recording from the past. At some point, someone aboard this ship must have input the console code needed to unlock this room. Such a recording might also provide us with insight into what happened aboard the Harmony. Spot on! I would need to input some kind of information about the data we want to access in order to bypass any encrypted subroutines. In theory, this would allow me to recalibrate the node's parameters to play back an older recording, though I'd have to reconfigure the node's memory buffer array to act as a hollow matrix interface instead. In other words, the node will no longer function as a recording subsystem, but as a hollow emitter activated by a... I have to say, even though I'm not pleased about reverse engineering Etherean technology without authorization, the science behind this is quite exciting. Hopefully, Tassin Fei will understand. If you scan the room for information, I will begin recalibrating the node's parameters. Reconfiguring memory array to optimize for hollow emission output. Remodulating tricorders. Integrating environmental data to bypass encryptions. Done! The system is active. Shall we give it a try?
In that case, please follow me.
This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face.
So, you said you needed help.
It worked! So, both Director Hugh and Tassin Fei were aboard the Harmony. What's more, the decay rate of the chronoton particles emitted by these projections placed the recording approximately 1 hour before the Harmony's warp trail signature in Ramizad. It's likely that whatever battle took place out there occurred after the director beamed aboard. Curious. It's a start. However, I'm sure you've noticed that these recording fragments are both static and out of order. The node's harmonic emitters didn't take too kindly to being tampered with. I doubt we'll be able to play out the full animated sequence of events. That said, we should be able to realign the data and unlock the full recording if we place these fragments in the right order. Place these fragments in the correct order. What happened first? Right. Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard the Harmony. After Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his bridge officers aboard, Director Hugh scanned a piece of technology which he considered to be part of a fragment of a larger piece. So, naturally, the fragments have been placed in the correct order. First, Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his team aboard the ship. Then, Director Hugh scanned some technology which was part of a larger piece. Lastly, Tassin Fei asked Director Hugh and his officers to follow her, so they all left the room. We did it! Right. I've fed the data back into the node in the correct order this time. We should be able to play the full sequence of events now. Remember, it's likely to be visually incomplete due to the harmonics malfunction within the node. But the acoustics shouldn't be affected, shall we?
Director Hugh, it's good to finally meet you face to face. I have heard a lot about you and your skill set.
Leader Justine Fay, please call me Hugh. Likewise, I've heard a lot about the Ethereans.
Yes, a piece of our technology has been found aboard the Harmony. We may be compromised.
Let's see. You're right. This is control board technology, all right. And yet, the energy signature isn't an exact match. This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece. We'll need to locate the rest of it before I can make an assessment.
Of course, our diplomatic quarters are available should you wish to stay longer for this assessment. Please excuse the furnishing. Under normal circumstances, we redress our rooms for all our guests.
Well, these circumstances are far from normal. But that won't be necessary. We won't be staying long.
I see. How unfortunate. Perhaps another time. In that case, please follow me.
Great teamwork. We've pieced it all together. It looks like Director Hugh and his officers beamed aboard the Harmony to help Tosin Fay identify a piece of... Exactly. Fortunately, the data node recording also shows the console code used by Tosin Fay to bypass security. I suggest we look out for other consoles along the way. Perhaps we'll be able to use this method again. This probably also won't be the last data node we'll be able to interact with aboard the ship. Right, let's move on, shall we? So, it seems like the starship debris we found earlier might have been control Borg then. If we proceed, the door behind us will likely lock. We'll need to choose a path. Right behind you. Look! It seems like a struggle may have taken place here. It's one of Director Hugh's officers. We better help them. Shields are still down. We can stabilize them and beam them out. This isn't good. We need to figure out what happened here. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? That's the spirit! Our tricorders are already remodulated and optimized for holographics. If you gather information to bypass the encryption subroutines, I'll get started on the node's parameters. I'm feeling less guilty about tampering with Etherean technology. Our allies could be in danger. Recalibrating parameters. Almost there. Got it. The fragments should be ready to play.
I will lead you to our lower decks.
Watch out! What are you doing?
It worked! Unlike the last recording we watched, these initial fragments seem to be in the right order. That means Tassin Fei was leading Director Hugh and his officers to the lower decks of the ship. After that, something or someone attacked them. This part seems right. However, my scans indicate the presence of corrupted data located inside the memory buffers. Perhaps. We can't rule it out. But that doesn't seem like something the control Borg would do. It seems a little too calculated, don't you think? In any case, we need to make a choice and identify the artificial fragment so we can remove the corrupted data and access the rest of the recording. Which fragment was artificially added to the data node? The node is not responding to that input. Let's try the other one. Which fragment was artificially added to the data node? Right! An unknown construct appeared from beyond the portal and attacked the group. The falsified fragment has been identified. First, Tassin Fei told Director Hugh and his bridge officers that she would lead them to the lower decks of the ship. But then, an unknown construct attacked Director Hugh and his bridge officers from beyond the portal. One of his bridge officers was left wounded. Well done! That's it! It wasn't a control Borg that fired at Director Hugh's officer, but an unknown construct. It seems Etherean? The corrupted data has been removed successfully. The full sequence of events is now ready to play. Unfortunately, the harmonics are acting up again, so expect some fragmentation. The system is active. Let's play its last recording.
It is a shame you are not staying longer. We have much to discuss. I am curious about the liberated Borg.
Well, the path of a liberated Borg is not easy. Ultimately, it's about giving others a second chance.
Fascinating. Ethereans believe in giving others a second life, like in ascension.
I suppose you could compare it to that. Helping others overcome their past so they can grow.
Indeed. If you follow me, I will lead you to our lower decks.
You said this is where you found the control Borg boarding party?
Indeed.
Do you know how they were able to bypass your shields?
We are uncertain. Several malfunctions have been reported. No conclusions have been drawn yet.
What are you doing?
This was not supposed to happen.
Get behind me!
My word, so that's what actually happened. It seems like an Etherian security system of some sort attacked Director Hugh and his officers. But by Luca, I cannot imagine why someone would come back afterwards to plant a falsified recording implicating the Borg. It's beyond me. In any case, Tassine Fey's remark is important. If the Etherian security system has gone rogue, there might be more for us to worry about than Control Borg. Fortunately, this recording also shows the console code used to activate this portal. I suppose it will lead to the lower decks. Here's the code. Will you do the honors? I believe this calls for the Earth saying, "Here goes nothing." These lower decks sure are darker. A word? Yes. I mean, I think so. I feel confident that we are on the right track, especially after seeing both Director Hugh and Tassine Fey pass through here. And yet, I just feel unsettled. There's something not quite right about all of this. Do you feel it too? Before we move on, I want to make sure you know that you can count on me. Entirely. Last time we underwent a mission together, I told you I wasn't certain I'd be a reliable ally against Borg forces. That's not the case anymore. I feel stronger than ever. Although I still have some reservations, I won't be showing up late to the party this time. Well, I'm glad that's settled. Let's get back to business. This room? Exactly. You know the drill. If you search the room for information, I'll begin recalibrating the data node's parameters. I admit, I'm feeling apprehensive. What we're about to see next could be very telling. Integrating the environmental information, bypassing encryptions. All done. The fragments are ready to play.
Unit Bridge, requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding. We will not let you perish.
Perish? Did they really get into some kind of near-fatal altercation? I can't even imagine it. Tassine Fey is our ally and friend. There must be more to this. Unfortunately, my scans suggest that the node's memory buffer may be overloaded. Over time, this could lead to slight alterations in recorded material due to deletions or simplifications, for example. So rather than an artificial addition, it seems to be a corruption of the original events. There should be some truth to this scenario, but something's off. We'll need to identify the altered fragment and restore it to its original form in order to play the full sequence of events. Which data node fragment was altered? The node is not receptive to that input. Which data node fragment? The altered fragment has been identified. Director Hugh raised his weapon at Tassin Fei, but he was not critically wounded. Finally, Tassin Fei lifted his body out of the room. By Lucar, we did it! I was hoping for this outcome. Hopefully this means that Director Hugh was not gravely injured. Let's see what actually happened here. The full sequence is ready to play.
Unit Bridge, requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding.
I can see that. What the hell is going on here?
Our security system is registering you and your officers as Prime Borg.
Tassin Fei, I really don't want to take down your construct. Get them to stand down.
I understand. This won't be necessary. You will be neutralized until we can repair our systems.
Neutralized? Okay, we might be getting lost in translation, but that's not happening.
Fret not, Director. We will not let you perish.
Lucar, we did it. I was hoping for this outcome. Hopefully this means that Director Hugh was not gravely injured. Let's see what actually happened here. The full sequence is ready to play. Tassin Fei's choice seems somewhat abrupt. It certainly wouldn't be acceptable by Lucari diplomatic standards. But if she intends to uplift him anew, as she said, perhaps she only meant to conceal Director Hugh's biosigns from her security system. Aetherian customs could be wildly different from mine or yours. Perhaps this is not as transgressive as it seems. I agree. Let's input the console code so we can move on and beam in some backup. The coordinates might be a little off as we are unfamiliar with the Harmony's exotic interdimensional topography. Beam-in could be delayed, and the exact arrival position unknown. Admiral Kumarke to the Rescava. We are requesting backup aboard the Harmony. Director Hugh is down. I repeat, Director Hugh is down.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We have notified both of your crews. We're struggling to get a lock on your position. We'll beam someone down as soon as we can.
Copy that, Varunte. Right. Let's not waste a moment. That's Director Hugh's other officer. Let's stabilize them and beam them out. Watch out! Control Borg ahead! No max thrust! Unsurprisingly, this room is also on lockdown. We'll need to figure out how to move on without a recording of passing phase console code. We could take a swift look around. Any insight into the Etherians could be valuable to us. What an incredible astrometrics laboratory. I never imagined Etherians to be galactic strategists, though. Perhaps they are less quick to trust others than I had originally thought. This star chart shows an array of interlinked gateways placed across a vast number of alternate dimensions. Fascinating. I haven't seen many other species use gateways as a means of transportation. Cybernetic onslaught. It seems these military texts describe the battle the Etherians fought against the Borg, as well as other civilizations. This retelling is much less grim than I would have imagined. Didn't they say the Borg decimated their entire universe? Perhaps the military texts hold the key to our exit. That didn't work. That's it. Well done. Lead the way. Rogue security system constructs up ahead. Let's keep moving. Look out! Control Borg heading our way! Beaming in from other sections of the ship. Are these Etherian living creatures? Oddly enough, it sort of looks familiar. Look out! Cyborg heading our way! Oh my. It's a whole wall of Brenda Bexes. But why? Perhaps this is how Etherians honor their fallen. I'm picking up life signs nearby. Admiral Kumar K to the Rescava, requesting an immediate status report.
Admiral Kumar K, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We've got a lock on your position. Who should we send in? Understood. I'll send the coordinates over to your team. They should be with you soon.
And Ensign? Tell them to be careful, please. This ship is packed with Borg. It seems the Etherians use these energy portals to get from one level of their ship to the next. I wonder how many there are aboard the Harmony. In any case, this Etherian portal is already open. They did, and not a moment too soon, Varunte. I'm picking up life signs further ahead on this deck of the ship. Localized interference makes them hard to identify, but it could be Director Hugh and Tassine Faye. I'll be right behind you. Seems there are no data nodes in this room. And still no signs of Director Hugh or Tassine Faye. Without the recordings and console codes, we'll need to rely on environmental information alone to move forward. Let's try the console at the end of the room. Neurodrills? Hydroponics pods? Is this a sick bay or a science lab? Nothing here. We'll have to keep looking. Rogue security system incoming! Our console interaction must be activated. Stronger than the last one! Well done! Quite now, where were we? It does seem like a line from Tarsian Fey's axiom. Through harmony we are secure, through unity we are strong. Perhaps the redactions are an added security measure. The words seem to have been superimposed with others that cannot be translated, not unlike a palimpsest. But if this line reads anything like the other two, then I'm not sure why a redaction is needed. Me neither. Not in any of my interactions with Tarsian Fey. Either way, this unfortunately doesn't help us unlock the door. This is a partial biomedical display of Etherian energy readings. These readings indicate the presence of enhanced sensory organs, regenerative internal probes, and an energy-based core. It looks like the Etherian anatomical composition is 70% biological, 30% mechanical, and the rest of the data is missing. Strange. Perhaps there's another console in this room that contains the access code to the door. Heads up! Rogue security system incoming again! Likely due to a perceived increase in threat level aboard the ship. Oh, I'm glad that's over. Let's try another console. That's it! The door is open! I'm detecting a lifetime. Cognitive functions are compatible with the cooperative board. We're getting closer. What is this place? Look! It's Director Hugh! We better check his vitals. The director's life signs are stable, but he's been put into a stasis. Scans show the pods are equipped with an integrated dispenser valve and a medical interface connected to the ship's console system. We should be able to wake the director up by using a console command to activate the pod's dispenser. We just need to modify the output to release some sort of powerful stimulant. That would do it. Look out! It's the Etherean security system! Scanning the director's pod must have alerted them. Excellent. The cordrazine should kick in shortly. It looks like getting out of this pod from the inside is the tricky part. From out here, it should be relatively simple. Excellent idea. Not my speciality, though, I'm afraid. Indeed, we could target the control panel with a localized EMP to fry the locking mechanism. We could also recalibrate the control panel to bypass security parameters altogether. The choice is yours. Let's give it a try. That's it! We can open the pod. Director Hugh, are you okay?
Where are my officers?
They're safe. They're on the Rescava. We beamed them out, but we've yet to find Tassim
Forget Faye. We need to get off this ship. I'm worried about Tassim Faye too, but not the way you are. The Ethereans? They've been lying to us. Here, look.
It's the missing data from the Etherean lab.
Through harmony, we are secure.
These biosigns.
Through unity, we are strong.
I don't understand. They're consistent with...
Borg. Yes, but also...
Through fusion, we are victorious.
Honey.
Look out! Getting away!
What was that?
A problem for later. Its escape has triggered some kind of red alert. Shields are up.
Damn, there goes our plan of beaming out.
There might be another way. Not the way I'd usually greet an ally of your distinction, but I suppose this is somewhat of a unique situation. I'll save the details of my gratitude for later. Needless to say, I owe you one. As for our escape plan, the raised shields do pose a problem. However, during my brief time aboard the Etherean ship, I learned that beaming out might not be the only option at our disposal.
Right. The Harmony's wall structures act as data nodes that store recordings of past events that have happened aboard the ship. We reverse-engineered the nodes in order to play them back, much like a holo recording.
Your creativity is commendable. Well, however daunting that must have seemed, Tassim Faye's neutralization wasn't as effective as she'd hoped. It looks like the Etherians don't know enough about liberated Borg biology to knock us out entirely. Not yet, anyway. While I was being carried through the Etherian lab, slipping in and out of consciousness, I managed to send out a nanoprobe I had pre-programmed to scout for situational intel. Correct. This nanoprobe retrieves key data that is considered either useful or harmful. In this case, that included the hybrid Borg and Iconian biological composition of the Etherians, which the probe classified as potentially harmful. However, that's not all. The nanoprobe also detected massive energy spikes coming from a room on this level, up ahead. The energy type is consistent with the one emitted by the ship's portals. My guess is gateway technology. It could be Iconian. Hard to say. Your guess is as good as mine. Most importantly, my intelligence suggests the Etherians are not on their side. Or ours. At least not for now. Well, as a liberated Borg, or XB, as we used to call ourselves, I have hope that any civilization or individual might be open to reform. If they are anything like the Borg, or ancient Iconians we know of, then there might be a way to help them. But this isn't a hypothesis I'll live to test out if we don't get moving. That's a lesson I learned the hard way on another mission. So let's table this talk for a safer environment. Let's get out of here before more pots explode. The Harmony's defenses have locked the path behind us. The only way onward is forward. Call me Hugh. I've spent far too many stardates as a nameless.
Hugh it is. What are those?
Assimilation pods. Heads up! We got company. Typically, I recommend sending phase crews done with that advanced assimilation I'd rather avoid, Admiral. Another hostile wave of Etherians incoming. Your reputation precedes you. Well done. All right, let's go. My nanoprobe is detecting elevated levels of gamma radiation nearby. The Harmony's core.
Granddad Bex!
The Etherians have lowered some sort of practical containment fields blocking the path.
Leave it to me. I am quite the expert on Etherian security.
Understood. We'll keep the Etherians at bay in the meantime.
Resist and you shall crumble. Accept and you shall ascend.
Another one? This influx seems endless. How's it looking, Admiral?
peaceful interface of harmony.
He is teleporting away. That's our chance. Let's get out of here.
I hope you're right about that gateway technology. A magnetic containment field protecting a cube-shaped reactor core.
Looks familiar, right? If only my tour had started in this room.
It's quite the display for a reactor core. It must be important to them.
Trapped again. It did seem too easy. What about the gamma radiation leaking into the room? With the potential loss of life?
I'm willing to bet that moving forward risk will initiate emergency power transfer outward. This would divert all main energy back to the core's containment field, interrupting Aetherian transit.
And likely divert power from the fractal too. Hell of a plan, Adam.
And we have to backtrack into the room to carry it out.
A risk worth taking. Let's do it.
I'll get to work on this fractal containment. Field has been lowered.
Let's act quickly. The Aetherians aren't messing around.
I'm on it. Cover me. Reconfiguring security parameters.
How much longer, Admiral?
10 seconds.
We've got 5.
Done. The magnetic containment field has been lowered. Target the reactor core. Radiation levels are rising. We need to leave.
Let's go.
The control panel is malfunctioning. Cover me. I just need a couple of seconds.
Your second life awaits you, Hugh.
There. It's open. Where's Hugh?
There's something I need to do.
Radiation levels are too high. We need to leave. Emergency systems might seal this section off. This could be our last chance.
I know. That's why you should go ahead without me.
You can't save him, Hugh.
I know, but if I can get through, for even just a second, then it's worth a shot. I have to try.
Damn. We can't leave him behind.
Grendat Bex. That's your name, right? Where's Tessine Faye?
We are Grendat Bex. We are Tessine Faye. We are all at once, and soon you shall be too.
I'd rather die than be re-assimilated.
It is the only way. Uprisers shall be quelled. Deniers shall be fused. You must join us. You must ascend.
Listen, it doesn't have to be like this. My people have the means to restore your freedom.
You misunderstand. We are free. We have long been freed from the shackles of Iconian rigor, and we have taken what serves us best from the Borg. We are evolved.
See, the trouble is, I think you think you're free, but you're not. Everything you're saying right now, that sounds an awful lot like a collective I used to be a part of. You think you don't have a choice, but if you ask me, you've just forgotten how to choose.
You are mistaken. We do not choose the ether. It chooses us. We follow its path.
Well, a wise man once told me, even when you think you don't have a choice, there always is one. I might not be able to help you now, but maybe I'll be able to help you one day. No one is beyond redemption.
We need to leave now.
I'm sorry. Follow me.
Incredible. An entire bay of gateways.
Admiral Kumarke, I've been told your scientific expertise lies in stellar stabilization and planetary restoration. How do you fare with gateway stabilization and remodulation?
You are in luck. These aren't too dissimilar from the Tourette system gateway we encountered recently. I should be able to modify one of the gateway's frequencies to match the coordinates of our ships.
Perfect. In the meantime, I'll send out a call to the cooperative for additional backup. If my earlier distress signal worked, then the Yasutake should already be waiting for my return.
The Rescava is on standby. Right. I'll get started on the gateway.
Heads up. More hostile Etherians incoming.
Through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong. Through fusion, we are victorious.
Nicely done, Admiral Kumarke. Well, no time to waste. Let's see if this gateway takes us to our ships as intended. See you on the other side.
Glad to see you made it in one piece. Let's check in with the Rescava.
Loud and clear. It's good to see you both back on your ships. But this isn't over quite yet.
The Harmony is hailing us.
Friends, this truly has been a grave misunderstanding. Remnants of our Iconian heritage, yes. To protect you from your own assumptions, of course. For your own benefit, on your path to a greater truth. The only truth. We seek not to harm you, but to welcome you. As we eventually did with the Lord, we stand on the precipice of a new era, led by the Aether. It does not have to be. Today's events are a testament to our strength in dealing with unforeseen adversity. We are now sure than ever that we can be more than allies. We can be one. Do you not recall our axiom? Through harmony, we are secure. Through unity, we are strong. Through fusion, we are victorious. Was it not our mistake?
There must be a diplomatic way forward, even after today. Tassine Faye, my people and I, we can help you. The Cooperative advocates for the free Borg. Our reclamation methods are consistently evolving and improving, and yet the core of our mission remains the same. A liberated Borg does not rid themselves of their past. They simply dare to challenge it.
Tassine Faye, I strongly suggest you consider this offer. It might be the only chance you get before the galaxy turns against you for your duplicity.
The galaxy will turn against itself long before it turns against us. We will watch from afar as factions burn and tear each other apart. It is foretold. The Aether will be ready to welcome those who survive. Your rejection of perfection is disappointing. We were hoping you would see the light, but you are not the first friends of ours who have refused ascension. Like everyone else from our dimension, you shall undergo fusion. It is inevitable. We learned from the best. We have been watching you for centuries. It is a shame that all of this ends now. Your individuality has been most intriguing, but it is useless nonetheless. Soon, we shall be fused, and you will know perfection.
Your ship is compromised, Tassine Faye. Stand down.
incoming! Tossing fate, let us rule reality
arriving just in time never hurts. However, Nassim Faye is still out there somewhere, and what she said about the galaxy turning against itself may be true. Reports of Borg incursions are multiplying by the Stardate, with an unusual increase in infighting amongst Control, Mirror, and Prime Borg. Right. We may well and truly be on the precipice of a new era, as Nassim Faye said, one of a multiversal war. For now, let's return to safety and regather our strength. More Ethereans could arrive unannounced at any moment. I will mask our warp signatures so we can return safely. A little trick I picked up during my unfortunate time in captivity many years ago. Once we're out of harm's way, I'll contact you to send over any information the Cooperative has on the Ethereans. Oh, before you leave, I wanted to thank you for coming to my aid. There was a time in which a person like you might have left a liberated Borg like me behind. I'm touched to see this is no longer the case. Though we are no longer the most despised people in the galaxy, forging alliances is still a delicate endeavor for us. This means a lot to me, and the Cooperative.
Today was eventful, to say the least. But I'm thankful I had you by my side through it all. We make quite the team. It only pains me that Tassin Faye was never really part of it. Yes, the Tholians never really took to the Ethereans, did they? In any case, I must return so I can forward Director Hughes' intel to the Lucari Concordium when I receive it. Reporting the possibility of a multiversal war with the Borg to our superiors will be an interesting conversation. I wish you the best of luck. Did your warp about also malfunction? How odd. This happened to me recently on another Lucari ship. I'll be sure to report it. Let's try that again. Stay safe out there. Did your warp out?
Here's the intel we gathered on the Ethereans. It appears they are alternate universe Iconians who fused with the Borg to forgo assimilation. An event as yet unheard of. Their advanced Iconian technology and knack for deception has also been cause for big concern. Multiple reports of cooperative ship malfunctions after first contact with the Ethereans have now surfaced. Lastly, during my time aboard the Harmony, I overheard Tessie Faye speak of the creature that escaped. I activated my translator just in time to hear her call it the Chimeran specimen. That's all I have for now. I'll reach out if anything changes. Do not hesitate to do the same, should you need us.
Grabbed by the horns and Glick Glick 3000. I'm surprised you haven't seen the other armor that she has. That's like basically almost revealing. 4 Alfred 320. Oh.
I feel so ignored. Hello.
See, legend. When a man loves a woman, see, legend. When a man loves a hoe, damn monkey fucker. Would ho ho ho. You gotta act like a lesbian. Nah, he'll be fine. He'll come back. Yeah, probably. Yeah, 88. That means, whip your sword out and give it to her. What the fuck, they died? That's not good. I know you definitely lose one of them. Mm-hmm. She died. Was she the one who got captured by the Tentacles. Hmm. You know what to do. Drop it like a stone. Plow it like you own it. You can do it. Hurt feelings it will. Somebody's angry. So that's a thing with the archdemon. We have inbound. In the slightest. Totally normal.
team. Report to Docking Bay 6. Security teams, report to Docking Bay 6.
It's funny. Solus's wolf actually looks like a fucking hyena.
Security teams, report to Docking Bay 6. A welcoming reception for new Academy graduates will begin at 1100 hours.
He's a hoe with no dough.
A welcoming reception for new Academy graduates will begin at 1100 hours.
Thank you for coming.
Combat simulation is about to begin. Good luck.
Simulation is active. Prepare for combat.
Hello. You.
Yeah, see that armor? With the armor I've always been trying to get. You gotta get the crows to 4. Yeah. Mod watch is kind of interesting. Because if you look at the acute of afflictions, it kills undead demons faster. I thought that was pretty good. Playstyle. Well, difficulty. Nightmare. Unbound? That's not that bad. It's just customizing it. If you make it, yeah. If you put everything on strongest. What the fuck is this? She did.
Maintenance needed in sick bay. Repeat, maintenance needed in sick bay.
God.
Construction technicians needed on deck 37.
That's one thing I don't understand that game company. We don't do new game plus just because it improves the experience. What the fuck it does? Alright. Gives your game more longevity. Even if it's not that good. Keep you playing and see how bad you can fuck shit up. Like constantly playing over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, but they're trying to see how much you can fuck it up. Coming up to a max level enemy. Dink. Yeah.
Going to switch games. Thanks for watching.